Explain the strategies to create emphasis in displays. Emphasis. In a display, the emphasis is the point of first or initial eye contact. Hence, from this point of emphasis, the rest and all other eye movements would flow and follow. So the emphasis in a display is the preparation and formulation of a focal point. All the rest of the elements in the display act as subordinates to this focal point. Therefore, it's crucial that each and every display should have an emphasis. The emphasis may occur due to the focal point size, color, or position. Generally, majority of the displays use merchandise as the focal point. Strategies to create emphasis in displays. There are various strategies that you can use to create emphasis in your display, such as the following. Number 1, intensity. Number 2, optical center. Number 3, left to right movement. Number 4, size. Number 5, texture. Let's look at each one of them in detail. Number 1, intensity. You can create emphasis in your displays by the varying use of different intensities in your display. So, your display should have elements arranged from low to high intensity, which causes the eye movement to occur from left to right, as shown in the given image. The eye movement in the display shown in the image is from left to right. That is, from the white, that is of low intensity, to the black, that is of high intensity. Number 2, optical center. You can create emphasis in your displays by the use of an optical center in your display, which acts as a focal point. The eye movement then occurs by initially focusing on this optical center, or focal point, and then moving away from it as shown in the given image. The optical center of the display in the image is the small square. The eye movement then moves from the square to the space below the dashed line. Number 3, left to right movement. The use of elements that draw the attention to a focal point, which is in the left, and then the eye movement occurs towards the right. As shown in the given image, the focal point is in the upper left, and the eyes then move to the lower right. Number 4, size. By the use of elements of varying sizes arranged in order from small to big or big to small. As shown in the given image, the focal point is on the left of the display on the smaller sized object. Then the eye movement occurs from small to bigger size, hence from left to right of the display. Number 5, texture. By the use of elements of varying textures that show a change in texture either from small patterns to larger patterns or from smoothness to roughness, etc. As shown in the given image, the focal point is on the left of the display on the pattern with lesser number of dots. Then, the eye movement occurs from left to right or from the pattern with lesser number of dots to increasing intensity of dots. Key points to consider for emphasis in display. The following are a few key points that you should carefully consider for creating a proper emphasis when planning a display. A theme or mood of the display must be emphasized by all elements in a display, and they must reinforce one another as well. You can create striking contrasts and emphasis by using small amounts of forward-moving color, bright chromas, extreme tones in the right places. A blank space should be used to lay emphasis on a single and isolated item. You can de-emphasize an area by the use of dull surfaces that help to absorb light. Some of the retreating variations you can use to diminish emphasis are regular spacing, thin, hazy lines, even light soaking up, dim, non-transparent textures, characterless shapes, cool colors, dull chromas, medium shades, and small, all over or no pattern. Objects can also be emphasized and enlarged by the use of shiny surfaces. You should always use only those goods and repetitions that need to be emphasized for sales. Some types of repetitions you can use to create emphasis are repeated shapes, colors, or grouped motifs, etc. You can use retreating variations to reduce or diminish the emphasis. You can use various combinations of colors as powerful medium for creating emphasis. Create emphasis by using repetition because repeating something means it's important. Lay emphasis on and highlight an area by using unusual textures. Let me ask you a question. Which of the following is the point of first or initial eye contact with a display? Is it harmony, emphasis, balance, proportion.